very different ideas of how to achieve equality.
Yes.
Professor X and Charles Xavier. Wait,
They are Professor X and Magneto are literally just like, oh, let's just take copy and paste of Malcolm X and MLK.
But it's like Professor X is MLK.
Yeah.
Are we
Well,
ready
just
to?
don't want to confuse anyone because they both have X in their name, so someone could think it was Malcolm X.
Are we ready to start our game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's D&D? Okay, where are we at?
Yeah, what happened last time?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, what happened last
So
time?
last time, so we ended up finding the caretaker. It was, yeah, okay, here we go. So Chainsaw fights a damaged caretaker. I make a sword / melee weapon and a shiv. Aaron has a sword. I have the shiv. We go down a hallway of the open door, and there's numbers listed, whatnot. We find a storage and maintenance signs. We go to storage. There's a whole bunch of caretakers that are turned off, and so we go back. We leave, shut the door. Daryl jumps over, short circuits everything, jumps back. Well, we don't know if it happened after a power surge, and so I'm like, hey, Daryl, go back in there. And so Daryl goes back in there. And then the caretakers are all like shut down and everything, blowing up, big electrical fire possibly, who knows. But we go to the doors. First, door 4 is opened, and we have flashlights, tools, toolkits and whatnot, fuel, oils, typical like maintenance stuff, even though it's storage. And then we go to open doors 1, 2, and 3. Door 1 had clothing, flak jackets, fire starters, lanterns, emergency supplies like that. 2 had scrap and random parts. And then 3 had firearms and weapons, pistols, guns, pistols, rifles, chainsaw grab the fireman's axe, hatchets, all that fun stuff. I attached a caretaker arm to Chainsaw's arm, and then we went to maintenance. Maintenance, we found the operator. Operator proceeded to have a conversation with us as we went through a series of questions to gain more information. And then Daryl decided that he was not going to trust the operator and was going to go take a look on what was on ZZ and see if he could get outside. And so the other 3 of us continued to talk to the operator, trying to find out more information. Chainsaw tells us his backstory a little bit more, and then from what I could tell, the operator was telling the truth partially, but it was hard to tell, and I wasn't quite getting the answers that I was looking for, and so I decided to go say bye to Daryl real quick and find out what Daryl was up to while we were talking to the operator. We go to ZZ, Aaron and I, and we find 2 caretakers just standing at the door. Aaron and I discuss what to do in front of the caretakers as we talk, because caretakers don't have ears, and we decide to take them out. And we successfully take them out, which was a good morale boost and surprise for us. And while we were fighting them, Daryl appeared behind the door, and yeah, we took them all out. And then we went to go looking for Chainsaw, as Daryl told us that the operator was lying, that the operator was actually the one polluting the air and not actually trying to save everybody. And so we went and found Chainsaw. He was surrounded by 24 or so caretakers, and Daryl used this brilliant idea an actual brilliant idea, not being sarcastic, to jump in the middle of the caretakers, grab Chainsaw and jump back to us. And as he did that, one of the explosives went off, and then Aaron and I tried to shoot the other one, and Aaron shot it, my gun jammed, and it blew up. it didn't just blow up the caretakers, it blew up the entire, almost the, like 4 or 5 rooms. And then, actually, no, like 20 rooms because 20 people died. And it blew a hole right inside of that void, the dark chasm that was to the interior of the tower, and then outside air started coming in. As we heard this rush of air, Aaron was breathing, but it was hard. It was like a little rough for him to breathe, and of course Chainsaw and I are fine, but yet we see Daryl on the ground convulsing.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
It's fine. It's fine.
So because
Be just right back.
All right, so I think we should start. I should try to detect a portal.
It's definitely the most useful thing that we've done this game.
No. Use a father figure. What are you gonna do? Same thing you have to run Aaron for him? Yeah.
I'll get like 5.
Get that on sale, yeah.
You need right now?
Not right now, but like if you're gonna walk, then Livingston would be nice.
Cool. Okay, love you.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry.
Good. All right. So, as you're inside of this room, inside of this, like, what floor specifically are you on? Oh, right, you're on David's floor.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So that is
It's like 2B.
yeah.
Yeah, we're on B.
As the entire section is just completely destroyed, that air is rushing in, and you just feel this breeze. You don't see any sort of change in the air or anything along those lines, but you just feel a different level of pressure in the entire place. As you see Daryl on the ground convulsing, and you're just amidst this wreckage. The rest of you are fine, but you can tell that this caused some serious damage. All of the other caretakers around you are completely destroyed, the ones that there were, but at a very heavy cost of destroying a lot of the levels.
Wait, we destroyed multiple levels of this place?
Not multi. You cause damage to the level above you, but not enough to collapse the floor, which is technically that ceiling.
Okay, that's acceptable.
As you look below, you can see that there's just a lot of wiring exposed underneath kind of your feet, as this appears to be one of the low levels, but it still would go down further.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Can I use Cure Wounds on Daryl?
You can try.
$13.
So currently, Daryl is still on the ground in that convulsive state. He is still completely down. No, there's no change.
Cast Cure Wounds on him?
It's
It's what Brad just tried.
Wow. I'm dumb. Sorry.
Can I try Healing Word?
You can try Healing Word.
If
I'll try.
We're just burning stuff once at this point.
What? 19.
wait, what?
Yeah, so
Night?
there's no change.
Oh, yeah.
How'd you get 19 on Healing Word? What level did you cast it at?
Do I roll a d20?
No.
No.
What did I roll? It
A
doesn't tell me.
D4.
So with healing spells, you just roll to heal.
Oh, I
you don't-
do?
Mhm.
Yeah, you don't roll to.
Okay.
It's not open legend where you have to roll to invoke.
Okay, cool. I was not sure about that.
It still has no
Yeah.
effect.
Okay.
So is he foaming?
Yep.
Mouth?
Nice. I've got rabies.
No, it's not rabies.
Okay, well, let's try to go into another room.
I mean, dragging him out of this room is probably the right call, so I'll go ahead and grab his shoulders and.
Hopefully it's not too late.
You drag him.
Is there a control room near us?
Yeah, there's a control room not too far away that hasn't been too terribly damaged.
Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and try to get in that room.
I'll go with
All right,
that.
give me a Arcana roll.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Yeah, you open up the door and you see the control room in a state of some disrepair. This one there's no bodies or anything in it. It's just a old control room.
Cool. Shut the door behind us.
Okay.
Is there any change in its state?
No,
I'll check his heartbeat.
it's becoming less and less regular. I'm going to say Garv and... Okay, basically, who's trained in medicine right now?
I am.
You guys, whoever's trained in medicine, give a medicine roll.
I think I actually might.
Unnatural 20.
Another unnatural 20.
Yep.
Okay.
23.
Oh, I've
Agree.
got it. I've got medicine.
You quickly realize that you do not have much time for him to stay alive. You guys, and I'm going to give you a moment to think about this. You have about, with your medical opinion so far, about 45 seconds before Daryl dies. Permanently.
Y'all, first aid training basically, like, if I remember correctly, we're just supposed to, like, hope he gets better if he's seizing like this.
You have options.
Can you find an AED?
I'll point to somebody nearby and say, you go get all
You,
911.
you have options.
Okay.
You do? Hey, what's lay on hands do?
It just does a normal healing thing like cure wounds.
Damn it.
At least one of you has something you can do. Someone else has something too, maybe.
I mean,
Let me see. Oh, lesser restoration.
goodness gracious.
Do you have a spell slot to use Lesser Restoration with?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Good. Because if you did,
You don't sound convinced.
Like, I've only done, since our last short rest, I've only done 2 spells.
okay.
And that was Cure Wounds and Healing Words, so.
Short rests do not give you back your spell slots.
Okay,
Only long
cool.
rest do.
It's long rests that give you back your spell slots.
Been a long time since our last long rest.
It's true.
I don't.
Yeah, I should have one.
You do have, actually you are good because you do have your 3rd level spell slots still.
Yeah. Yeah. Because 1, 2. Then we did a long rest after I tried to hurt Chainsaw, right?
Yes, after
Yes.
you fought Chainsaw, that
Yes.
was the last time. That was 2 games ago.
And does Bardic Inspiration take up spell slots?
No.
No.
Yeah, so I should have like 5 left. Because I should have my 2nd level and my 3rd level, I think.
All right.
Probably. Yeah, so Lesser Restoration. How do I do that? Do I have to roll for it or something? Or
Your Lesser Restoration?
yeah. 2nd level, casting time, 1 action, touch. Yeah, do I have to do anything or do I just do it?
You touch him, and there is a regularity back to Daryl's breathing.
Cool.
Daryl, you are conscious at 1 hit point.
Neat.
Okay. Now if I use Cure Wounds, will this work? David? Chainsaw?
I believe so. Do you have spell slots for cure wounds?
Yeah. Let me just see what it is. Because cool. Yep. So let's go ahead and use a 3rd level one then. And that'd
Just
be,
a reminder, I only have 14 hit points maximum.
yeah, 1.
Yeah,
Okay, the most I can roll is a 16.
not on a 3rd level. Roll a,
2nd level?
yeah, do a 2nd level. You're doing cure wounds, right? Not healing
Yeah.
word? Yeah, do 2nd level.
For that?
That's fine.
What?
Don't waste your 3rd level on me. It's not worth it. Also, I can heal myself.
Well then fine, then I won't heal you.
Okay. I just don't want you to waste all your things. That's all.
I want to cast Cure Wounds on Daryl.
Okay.
What else am I going to use my spell slots for?
See, you want to know why I don't think tonight's the last session? Because it's 31 minutes into when we're supposed to start playing. And so far, we have successfully just made him awake.
Chris, you're casting Cure Wounds.
Yeah, so it's 2d8s?
You can do it at just 1d8, or you can do a 2nd level for 2d8.
I'll just do 1.
Okay.
4.
What's your wisdom modifier?
+2.
Okay.
+2, yeah.
I will take it. Thank you,
helped.
guys.
Technically,
I am alive.
Chris, David, or Brad, all of you could cast Lesser Restoration.
Wait, really?
I don't have the spell slots.
Oh yeah, you have different prepared spells.
I have different prepared spells, and also this is still the same day that I tried to interrogate Brad.
Right.
Have Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
All right. So what are we doing now? Because I'll be honest, I've kind of forgotten what team we're on.
We don't like the offer.
We're on Team Escape.
Okay. So we just got to go back to ZZ?
We probably don't want to go there. Last time we were there, there was like 24 caretakers.
Okay, well, I don't know how to get out without going up. So what's your idea, Garv?
We could go to ZY.
Are we trying to escape, or are we gonna kill the operator to free everybody?
Oh, yeah, we should still kill the operator.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Then do we want to go all the way down?
Yeah. Let's go down. I want to kill the operator.
Do we want to go back to the maintenance room where he was on the table?
Let's do it.
Chainsaw?
I thought he could just upload himself to the internet or something.
Yeah, so then...
Isn't that what happened last time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did do that.
yeah, we did destroy him, but he uploaded himself.
Well, we got to find out where, like, the server is then.
We have to destroy the internet.
That's our mission in this game, guys.
Okay, are there any computers or anything that we can hack into?
What do you
Remember,
mean?
it's just all the controls for the rooms that you destroyed. And then you go down the hall further, and then on the left-hand side is where the usual control room is, the one across from the elevator.
Correct. Guys, do you want to go into that control room across the elevator, and one of us can try to hack it and see if we can find the map?
So we're really trying to fight the operator and delay our escape.
Yeah.
Or we can escape
to
and let
There's
everyone
20
get
trillion
die.
people in here.
I think this is bigger than us.
All right. And bigger than those couple dozen people we killed.
Yeah.
That was an accident.
It was an
That wasn't on
accident.
purpose.
You also need to remember, this is just a clarification. You also need to remember that you did find out that basically this facility is what is poisoning the air, shortening the lifespans of everybody and causing the deaths of other people on the surface.
Yeah.
Yes, that's that. Right.
All right.
I meant to say
Also, the
that.
operator's going to be a really cool boss,
I
but I
go in
don't
the
know
room
this first.
and try to hack the computer.
I help him
Okay, give me Arcana roll.
with advantage because I'm helping.
25.
25. What you find is a special input that you can do on the keypad control panel in each elevator to go down to the lowest levels. Specifically, the same original donut ring that you were in earlier on, where you kind of went off the side and found the storage unit and all of that
Yeah.
stuff. It appears in the middle of that donut ring is the control center room itself, and that there are entrances inside of that area, but there's only 3 entrances to it that go right into that central donut ring. There's not any data that you're able to surmise from what that central area is a lot of that information is corroded. You can just tell where the location is and how you get to it using the elevator key combination.
I'm just gonna ask the question: how long has it been since we've slept?
It's probably been about 7.5, 8 hours.
Oh, okay. I thought it would have been longer by now.
Let me so let's see.
I wanted an excuse to take a long rest, but looks like that maybe not is gonna. Maybe it's a little too soon for that.
Did your last long rest? Yeah, so you interrogated Garv,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that was when you explored that sub-level.
Yes.
Because that's
The
when the
hum
caretakers
started up before your long rest. Yeah, it had to. So, yeah, no, you're at about 7.5, 8 hours.
You know, an eventful 8 hours, y'all.
Yes, we have.
Okay.
But that's kind of why I think we should maybe like sleep before we go and take on the operator.
I do not dislike that idea.
Like,
Do we want to take a long rest? It's just that if we take a long rest, it's giving more chance for the operator to know where we are.
That's fine. It's just bringing the boss fight to us.
We find a decent room that we can hold up in. I'll stay
The
up all
computer
night
room is a
again.
pretty good room to hole up in. It has the only one entrance, and it's a sealable door.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah,
What's
I know a couple dozen bedrooms that just opened up.
Those,
But
that's just a
Daryl's gonna
hole
die
now,
if we
man.
go back out
No,
there.
no, no. They opened up.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Do we get the idea that if I go back out there, I'm just gonna die again?
You don't know.
Woo!
Let's
Okay.
just try and get the boss fight to come here. This is where
Let's-
Daryl can breathe.
Let's try this before we sleep, because then maybe we're like, wait, can you cast Restoration again?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this before we go to sleep, just so that we know. Yes? No? Maybe?
Go for it. I'm not the one suffocating.
Okay, I mean, I'm not really in for suffocating again, but I'm not sure as we have any other options.
Hey, Aaron,
Open up
hold
the
your
door
breath.
again.
Yeah, we open the door again. I walk in.
You walk in, and there's just like this little. You can breathe. It's a little rougher, but you can breathe.
Okay. You say it's a little rougher. Do I suffer any
You don't suffer any
consequences?
consequences. Basically, you're just. It's the kind of level of consequence that you would suffer a level of exhaustion
Okay.
at if you do things like really, really rapidly and a bunch of things out in the open, but it's very unlikely that you're going to suffer a level of exhaustion with what we're doing.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool. So then barricade ourselves in a room.
Yep.
So I'll go inside the computer room. You can take your rest.
Mm-hmm.
Feel comfortable with what you do.
And I'm gonna
You don't have
switch.
to sleep, Daryl.
Nope, because I'm great.
And that gives me all my spell slots back.
Yep.
Yes.
Spell slots back, goes back to max health.
Okay.
That's why we do long rests.
I understand why. I'm still disappointed that Fine Steve won't summon a Mastiff in this place.
Cool.
Okay, so
David, have you actually tried to cast Find Steed yet?
You told me it wouldn't work.
I told you can't get a Mastiff.
That's the same thing.
if he can't get a master,
try
what's
it.
the point?
You should totally try and cast it and see what happens.
Yeah, before we go to sleep, I'll cast Fine Steed.
Okay. As far as you can tell, nothing happens.
You said
Wait, he said as far as you could tell. Something could just pop up during the boss fight where it's like, oh, hey, a horse. Like,
somewhere a dog was just summoned.
So you're taking your long rest.
Somehow.
Bye, Mo.
About
Bye.
2.5 hours go by. And Daryl, you hear some thumping.
Okay. Do you need me to like make a perception check?
Yeah.
I can't roll dice on this table. 15.
15. You hear this thumping as it approaches closer and closer to where you are. It gets louder and louder behind that sealed door. And then the sound just stops.
I will wake Garv up. Do you hear that? Or
Hear what?
There's no sound anymore.
What are you talking? Daryl, you're crazy. I'm just gonna go back to bed. What are you talking about, Daryl?
I would rather be crazy than dead.
This is so dismissive given the circumstances.
There was footsteps. I'm
Okay, did it
90-ish
sound like a
percent sure.
caretaker?
Did it sound like a caretaker, Grant?
Yeah, it sounded like a caretaker.
It could have been a caretaker. Definitely could have been one.
Okay, so if it's a
That's fine.
caretaker,
I eat caretakers.
we should all be awake. So let's wake up Chainsaw and Aaron.
Okay, we'll wake up Chainsaw and Aaron.
Okay, everyone's awake.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a caretaker out there.
Wait, it could be David Steed.
It might be David Steed. That is a valid.
I'll go ahead and poke my head out into the hallway there.
You're opening the door.
Yeah.
There's a caretaker standing right there, looking straight, kind of down at you, even though you're very tall, looking directly at you.
You're not a dog, and I'll doomfist punch him.
David, give me a d20 roll.
A D. 7.
7. What is your wisdom modifier?
Let's see. +2.
Okay. Yeah, you make an attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. 6. Let's see. 31 to hit.
31 hits. I like how many dice it sounds. It's just like obnoxious.
48 damage.
48 damage as you just go out and just crunch it right in its eyes. The eye sparks, but it stays unmoving. And you feel this tinge inside your head. And you take 12 points of psychic damage.
Dang it.
What?
And it
That's
stands
not
here
how it's supposed to
still
go.
unmoving as you realize you have control of this thing.
Wait. What? He has control of this caretaker?
Functions as your steed.
Yes! Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. Oh, come on. Give him a hug.
Hell yeah.
So the way this works is you can control it telepathically any distance. This is not technically, you can try to ride it. It's very, very inconvenient to try and actually ride it. But you can cast whatever spells you have through it and use your abilities through it. And along with that, basically anytime it takes damage, you will take a part of that damage.
Okay. Gotcha.
As you are now also aware of this, from the end 2 sessions ago, when you touched that one caretaker and it shut down, that actually now is a way that you can assume control of one caretaker to another. You can only ever have control of one caretaker at a time.
Okay. So if I were to cast Summon Steed again, would this
The
one
nearest-
suddenly
The
go
nearest
back?
caretaker would come under your control.
That's so good. All right, so I'm gonna like hold his giant punchy hand, and I'm gonna lead him back into the room. Guys, yeah, like, all right, guys, don't freak out. This is my new friend. I call him Garv 2. He's the sequel to Garv, and he's better in just about every way.
Yay, better Garv.
Ouch, man.
What?
Would you say Garv 1? Huh?
How is he better than me?
Does he need to sleep?
Nope.
Do you need to sleep?
Yeah. That doesn't
Okay,
tell me
well,
anything.
that's point 1 for Garv 2. Do you feel physical pain?
Oh yeah, I broke my hand earlier.
Oh, interesting. That's point 2 for Garv 2. Can you punch walls without breaking your feeble glass hand?
Okay, I get your point.
3-0 Garv 2.
Okay, well, are we ready to go, like, try and fight the operator now? Now
You've
that
slept for 2.5 hours.
dumb pet.
No, nope, we're not ready to fight the operator yet.
Let's fight the operator.
Hey,
You finish up
Okay.
your rest.
Chainsaw, just want to point out, I don't need to sleep. I've got 1 point up on the operator.
That's a good point.
Sorry, Garv.
Okay, Chainsaw 5 then. Have Garf 2 stand at the door and watch it for us.
Well, he needs to sleep too. He just took a big hit.
You say he doesn't need to
You
sleep.
just said he just...
We just need to
Shut
sleep,
up.
but he needs to hang out. He needs to, like, hang out, like, eat some Doritos, take a break. He's been through a lot today.
Let's
You can
just
just
be
stand
clear
at the
here.
door.
Do we have Doritos?
We have rations.
You have rations.
I'm not giving him my rations.
He can have, I mean, Daryl, can you have some of yours? You probably don't need food.
I'm going back to bed.
To be fair, no, I don't need food.
Greg, do I need to cast Cure Wounds on this thing to repair it? Or do I,
You
like,
cannot cast Cure Wounds on it to repair it. It cannot. So basically, it cannot heal at all unless you have a repair kit and you do an Arcana check on it.
Wait, Grant, I think I've got a repair kit.
Not using my repair kit, Garf 2.
all right, well, let's slow our roll here. I'm gonna have Garv 2 leave the room for a second and close the door behind him. I'm gonna turn to him and say, like, I think the easiest way to do this might be to kill Garv 2 and to get a new Garv 3.
I don't know why you said that because remember, it doesn't have ears.
I know, but I don't want his hurt feelings to be hurt. Wait, okay. Hear me out. There's several dozen caretakers up on CZ, right?
Yeah.
So let's just go to ZY. I'll call one down. We'll kill that one. I'll call another one down, and we just take them out one by one.
That's an interesting suggestion.
The thing
I'm
is,
not
though,
strictly opposed
the
to it.
one, like, as we're fighting one, if it's your steed, you take damage.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
It takes a bit of power, but I can make you resistant to psychic damage.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, here's the
Yeah,
thing.
that's the thing.
Garb 2 is no longer a very effective steed. He did get punched right quick. Grant, do I get to know how much HP these things have?
You dealt 48 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, has another 152 hit points.
What the
I'd
hell?
really like a fresh one, though.
Yeah, but he's got another 152 hit points. He has more than 10 times my maximum HP left.
I mean,
Let's just use this guy up, man.
Yeah, once we
true.
use
I
him
do
up,
love
we just
Garf
get
2.
another one.
can I, like... So, is there
It's not like
anywhere
we
on
can't
this
get
thing that I
another
could,
one.
like, draw a bow tie, Grant?
Yeah, there's a spot that you could do that.
I would very much like to do that, please.
I
Okay.
don't think you have a marker or anything.
He does, just because those kind of things come in like the survival packs that obviously one of you took. I'm pretty sure Garv took a bunch of them.
Yeah, we've got a couple of them
Yeah,
between us, I think.
you have basically like map drawing supplies, and of which there's like markers and stuff that you can do.
Yeah, I definitely draw a bow tie on Garf too.
So, are you gonna finish your long rest?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You finish your long rest. The rest of it is completely uneventful. Garv 2 and Daryl kind of like stand watch.
I look a little uneasily at him, but also I'm pretty sure I've got a repair kit, and I'm going to try and repair him.
Okay. Give me an Arcana roll.
This is the one that gives me +4 to
Yes.
Arcana, right? Okay. That is a 14.
Wait,
Okay.
is that with including your Arcana you already have?
Yes.
Garv 2 heals 3 hit points.
Cool. Cool. Can
That's
I
it.
try again?
You spent a long time trying to do that.
All right. Well, never mind. When Chainsaw wakes up, I'll just look exasperated at him and say, "There's no use trying to fix this thing." Like,
That's all
it
right.
took me 17 hours to do just this little bit of patchwork.
How long have we been asleep?
Another 6 hours.
You're in a coma.
Okay.
All right, let's find a way out of here.
No, we're gonna go to the circle area and destroy everything, right?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd forget.
I go to the door and open it. Hey, look, I found our way out of here.
You open the door.
Yeah.
It doesn't open.
Oh, fuck.
The one that, like, you were both, like, everyone, you sealed the door and everyone's inside, that door does not open right now. And you hear the smallest sound of static as the screens behind you all turn on once again. And you see the familiar face of the operator.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Can I unplug it?
We won.
It was that easy the whole time.
So you certainly can try.
I'm gonna unplug the computers.
Go around the back. All right.
Garf, 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 Garf.
Go.
I see you made it to somewhere, at least. I know that you will not be able to make it much further. But please, for the good of everyone, and it just cuts to black.
No, it does
We
not.
did it!
Yeah!
All right, I guess we can leave.
Hey guys, we just won. Okay.
All right.
The door is still shut down.
Well,
Okay, I go over and try and hack the door open.
Okay.
Can I make an instrument out of the cables and stuff in here?
No.
What?
Okay,
freaking
that's
bard.
better.
Instrument.
This time I rolled 30.
Okay. Door does not open.
Super secret hacking tool, and I'll punch it.
All right. You punch it. Roll an attack.
27 to hit.
Yep. It's a door.
Super secret hacking tool. Okay, I actually did kind of roll pretty low for considering what this is. Let's see, 30 points of damage.
Yeah, you just bust straight through the door and kind of like punch it a few more times to create a large enough hole to crawl through.
I'll turn to Daryl and be like, this hacking stuff is easy.
All right, not how I would have handled it, but it works. I can't argue with results.
I know this is early, but I'm going to take the briefest bathroom break of all time.
Okay.
Figure out your plan.
Go have fun, PP.
Okay, so we're gonna punch the code in, go to the donut room, go in the center of it, and destroy everything.
Yeah, we're just gonna punch the operator a bunch of times, and by that I mean Chainsaw is gonna punch the operator a bunch of
We
times.
don't need to. We just killed the operator.
Were you paying attention?
Just when Ralph breaks the internet on him.
But yeah, so let's go down to that one floor that we have the code to now.
Yeah.
And then let's go ahead and Chainsaw can take Garv 2. And we'll take Garv 2 and just go down and fight the operator. And hopefully Garv 2 dies.
Mean.
That way Chainsaw can get Garv 3, or you just hope he dies?
I just hope he dies.
Okay.
R3.
I'm better than
And also, his name's not Garv 2 anymore. His name is now Garv the Winter Soldier.
Okay, whatever.
And if this one dies, I'm summoning Garv Civil War.
What if that
So
one dies?
does that make
You're out of
Brad?
Captain America movies.
Does that make Brad Garv the first Avenger?
Yeah. And just like those movies, the second one is better than the first one.
Damn.
Cool.
Brad, how many hit points do you have, Brad?
Less than 150, probably.
All right, so where are you guys going? What's your plan?
We're using the super secret tool to go, not tool, the code thing to go down to the subfloor.
Okay. So you go over to the elevator. That door opens up just fine. You go down to the sub level as the elevator just takes you down a ways. And you step out once again into this hallway that leads into this large donutted room. Just really, really massive, where you see kind of the crumpled like bodies, since you're not too far away from them, or at least one of the crumpled bodies of one of the caretakers you took out a while ago.
That's right.
Cool.
All right. Point me in the direction to smash.
Well, I think it is in the center.
Yeah.
But there's a door into the center, right, Grant?
Yeah, you can kind of like start going around this donut a little bit and see that there is a door that leads into the center area.
Okay. Let's all like get ready and shit. I am going to cast Psychic Redoubt, which will give all of us resistance to psychic damage and advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saves for the next 10 minutes or until I lose concentration. I mainly want to do that for the psychic resistance for Chainsaw, but it affects all of us, so yeah.
I mean, I will not turn down advantage on all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I also cast Find Vehicle.
It's basically the same thing in this situation.
Okay.
Wait, so then can he have 2?
No. It's either find stand or find vehicle. They're both going to have the same result in this case.
Very fair. Okay. So, do you think there's any chance that we could send Garv the Winter Soldier in there like he's just like he's not under my control and like he's just there on routine business?
And then he just starts murdering the operator.
Or just like goes in and he's like, oh, what's going on in here? Just gives a quick look around the room, give us an idea, and he's like,
And then we
oh,
blow
what
him
up, operator, bye, and then he leaves.
What we do is we take Daryl's explosives, stick him to Garv the Winter Soldier, Garv 2, piece of crap Garv, and send him into the room and blow him up.
I think
It-
he'll
Okay.
notice if there's
My
a bunch
problem.
of explosives on him.
That's actually, I only have one problem with all of that. His name's actually not Garv the Winter Soldier anymore. He's the Garv Knight now.
How many sequels is he gonna be?
Okay, let's blow him up.
Grant, do we have an idea of how much lower we are than the rest of the complex?
Give me an intelligence roll.
19?
You're probably about 300 feet lower than the rest of the complex.
Okay,
Well-
and we're pretty certain we're underground right now?
You are pretty certain you're underground right now.
Okay, so if we set off a big explosive down here, there's a pretty good chance we're not going to take down the whole complex.
Hasn't
Yes?
stopped us before.
No?
See, our goal isn't to take down the whole complex as much as it is just to take out this room, right?
Right. I don't
Wait a
want
second.
to. I don't want to accidentally take down the whole complex and kill 56 million people.
Where was this?
Minus 20 or so.
Where was this care for like collateral damage when you were trying to create napalm in a tiny little broom closet?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so I'm gonna take an explosive from Daryl and
Whoa.
strap it to the robot.
Let's talk this out here real quick. We want to make sure that if an explosive goes off, that it'll even like explode. Because I'm not sure. Because Garv 2 might just eat that explosion because he's so tanky. Maybe we go with somebody squishier and let's just say more expendable.
Daryl? Aaron?
Here's Chainsaw
Come on,
going
Chainsaw.
like, let's not like hurt Garv 2, whereas just a few minutes ago you were like, all right, let's just trash Garv 2 and get good old Garv 3.
But that was when I still had the guarantee of a pet. I'm not letting him go.
Okay, take an explosive from Daryl's bag and put it on Garv, the robot thing.
Okay?
Brad, no. I will not play party to this.
Okay, so we've got a couple more options here. One, maybe we should see what's in there before we just send Garv,
The Garv Knight.
your caretaker robot pet, to his unnecessary demise. Now, I mean, if it is a
Not
necessary
alive.
demise, okay, but he is a tool that could come in useful.
You're right, he is a tool.
If he is most useful to use in blowing up the operator, I'm all for it. However, if there is another like reasonable way to handle this, why bother? Also, I can just do the same shit I did before, teleport in, drop some explosives, and teleport out. So
But it solves both of my problems.
No, I actually like Kamikaze Garf too. Let's do it.
I won't do it. I control the robot, and he's not going anywhere.
Well, looks
If
like
you
it just
strap an explosive to this thing, his new prime directive is hugging Garv 1.
Okay, fine. Let's just go in the room and scout it out first.
All right, go get him, Garv, too.
Okay. So you go through that door. It is not sealed or anything like that. Leading into this massive open hallway, in of which it just leads, like, all along the sides. You see these glass windows going along, looking out into this sort of abyss, but there's a whole bunch of just like light blue lighting going along the sides in this interior ring, kind of viewable from the hallway itself, as you can look out past it and see these other hallways that lead out as well, to presumably the other doors into this other central chamber right there. And in the central chamber, you can see it's like almost a dome shape, a very large dome shape. But through the glass, you can see upwards, leading into this massive spire of just kind of this pulsing light and electrical energy, just moving up kind of towards the center where you would normally be looking out from your little windows individually. But of course, it's far enough down that you wouldn't see it otherwise. But as you enter into that room, it is a sight to see. But there are 4 caretakers standing in there guarding.
So Garv 2 isn't drawing any extra attention right now, though?
Not right now.
Okay.
Doesn't he still have a bomb attached to him?
No, I would not have sent him in if the bomb was attached.
I totally thought I put it on him.
Yeah, he put it on him.
Okay, then I wouldn't have sent him in the room then.
Unless you didn't see it.
Then I'm gonna need Brad to give me a sleight of hand check.
Is that good, Grant?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I hate you, Bradley.
David, give me a perception roll.
Yeah.
Great question.
It didn't happen. Just saying it didn't happen.
I got a 16.
Yeah, so you see Garv trying to do this for backtracking.
Okay, yeah, so he doesn't have the explosive on him. And so I'll just have him. But there's no sign of the operator in this room.
No.
Okay. I'll have him just sort of like sort of look around the room and be like, oh wait, this isn't where I'm supposed to be, and he'll walk back out and he'll head towards us.
The perfect cover.
Walks back out. There's a brief pause as you hear the clanking of steps as the other 4 start moving out of the hallway as well, and then turn and see the group of you right out by this entrance, and they're going to attack.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense.
Please
Can
roll for
I-
initiative.
Fine. 7.
14.
12.
What are we rolling for?
Initiative.
Oh. Nat 20. But that doesn't really matter.
That matters.
It's like
Right.
you rolled like a 27 or something.
So yeah, it's 27.
Okay. So top of the round, Chris, you actually get the initiative on this. What are you gonna do?
So are they already attacking, or does it look like
They're gonna attack right after you.
Okay.
Nice.
I want to get behind Chainsaw, and then I want to start shooting at them.
Okay. Give me some attack rolls.
All right, what is my modifier? Sorry, I've got it written down what all the guns do. I just. All right, with pistols.
You just tell Grant what you're going to use, and then you can just tell you what to roll.
Dex. Uh, 11.
To attack?
Oh no, I forgot to hit. 22.
Okay. That it's. I'll just tell you ahead of time, just to make this easier. Caretaker's AC is 13.
Oh, right. We already knew that, huh?
I think we did.
Yeah, we learned last time.
All right, so you said 11 damage?
Yes.
All right, and then you have another attack you can do.
Right.
What is this little baby gun you're using?
Pistol?
Gotcha.
That attack was way better.
And you're adding your proficiency and all that stuff, right?
Oh, I forgot to add proficiency. I added dexterity, but
Well, for the damage, it doesn't include your proficiency. Damage is
Okay.
whatever you roll for the weapon. So if you're using,
okay.
you're using the pistol, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2d8 plus your dex.
So 2d8 plus 7.
Yeah.
Okay. 22.
So you fire off your shots. They go into one caretaker, which is not slowing down that much as these four spread out amongst the group of you. The caretakers spread out. One of them is going to attack Chris. One of them is going to attack Garv. One of them's going to attack Garv 2, and one of them's going to attack Daryl.
Wait,
I would like to dive in the way of the attack of Garv 2.
What? Dude, he can take so much.
Yeah, you're right. I won't.
You can dive in the way of me.
Oh, that was a bad roll. Chris,
Yeah.
you it moves past your AC as it goes into a full strike. It deals 14 points of physical damage to you.
Oof.
Garv, one of them is going to strike at you.
Can I use cutting words as a reaction?
Unfortunately, that doesn't work because it can't hear.
Oh, that's right.
And these things.
And these things' lack of ears comes up a lot.
It really does, more than I expected.
Grant, can these things take psychic damage?
No, they cannot. Damn. That breaks past your AC because that's 15. Your AC is 13.
It's 15.
Your AC is 15?
Yeah,
Okay, it still beats your AC.
I know.
And you take 21 points of damage
Damn.
as it punches right into you, knocking the breath out of you. It's going to attack the robot, Garv 2.
Wait, there's no Garb 2 is with us?
What is that? Yeah, Garv 2 is with you.
But
does it
do the other caretakers know that Garv 2 is on our side?
Yes, they do.
Damn.
As I rolled for it to tell for the erratic behavior of one of the units going in and kind of wandering back out.
I could have maybe done it a little better.
Hits Garv 2 barely. That was a weirdly bad roll. And there's that. Garv 2 takes 28 more points of damage, and I'm keeping track of that. And then finally, Caleb.
No.
Wait, so how much damage do I take there then?
You would take 7 halved, so it'd be 4.
Okay.
Caleb, that hits.
No, it doesn't. Well, wait.
Luckily rolled really
Grant,
poorly. You
Grant, what's the roll? This is important here.
26 to hit.
Never mind.
You don't take a lot of damage, though. You might still be alive. You only take 15 points.
I'm dead.
No, you're unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Okay. Yeah. So that strike hits. Now those turns are done. It is Brad's turn.
Cool. Okay, so is the caretaker in front of me then?
Yep.
Okay. Can I attack and do a spell or no?
No.
Okay.
Well, it depends on what spell. That's all I'm gonna
True.
say.
Yeah. It's like I understand I have bonus action spells, but that's only Bardic Inspiration for this, which I am gonna do.
Nope, that's not what I meant.
Like, what do you mean then?
I can't tell you. I won't tell you because it's too much metagame. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I went too far already.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I'll just go ahead and use my shotgun.
Okay.
Cause, yep. And that's. Whew. What's my dex? 7 to hit.
7 does not hit.
Cool. I do want to use Bardic Inspiration. So.
Okay.
So. Yep.
What are you Bardic Inspirationing?
Everybody. Can I use it on everybody, or is it only one person?
One person.
Okay, I'll use it on Aaron.
All right. David, it is your turn, I believe.
Okay, so Garth 2 has his own turn.
Yes, Garth 2 is gonna do his turn right after you, basically.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna run over to the one that just hit Garth 2, and I'm gonna punch him right back. Is that?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it hits, and $53 points of damage.
53 points of damage. As you do a really heavy hit against this weapon, it's kind of like crunches down a little bit. It's still standing though.
Okay. And then second attack with the machete does hit. And that is 2d10 plus 9. Okay. So 13.
13 damage.
Yeah.
All right. And then your unit gets a roll.
Okay. He's gonna go ahead and. Is it the same damage as mine?
In this case, it is not. It is 2d12 plus 10.
Really?
Yep.
I'm so much better than these things.
You are.
Does hit.
Very good rolls for building your arm.
Huh?
There were very good rolls for building your arm.
Yes, thanks, Brad. Plus how much?
10.
So, 26 damage.
26 more damage. All against the same one?
Yeah.
All right. Enough damage happened to that one that it finally collapses down. Pretty much shut down completely.
Okay. I want to use Garv 2's move action to move over by Daryl in like a defensive stance.
All right. Caleb, roll a death saving throw.
That is a success.
Cool. Chris, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to shoot the one that just hit me with a shotgun.
Remember, you do have the ability to be bardically inspired.
All right. Well, I hit it, which is good. And what was those modifiers? 5d6.
Brad, thank you so much for my robot arm.
You're welcome.
Garv 2 could never build something like this.
I know, that's why I'm better.
$35.
35 damage. Okay.
Yes.
It's still standing. It's just wounded.
All right. Well, I'm going to shoot it again.
Okay.
You said 13 to hit?
Yep.
Wait, is hit dice additional to this?
No, hit dice is a different thing completely.
Okay. Then it's just whatever I roll plus the proficiency?
Plus your proficiency, which is very, very high.
Well, it's going to be plus 10.
Yeah.
Wait, why is it plus 10? The proficiency bonus only says plus 3.
Yes, but your dexterity is
That's
7.
proficiency bonus. And
Uh,
Chris, remember, you have double proficiency with these weapons.
Oh, I didn't know
Wait,
that.
he
Session,
does?
So you're at plus 13. So basically, if you roll anything but a natural 1, you're going to hit these things.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, I rolled an 8. That's too low, but no. Okay.
Hit him with the young Wonder Bread. Brad, that cup is absolutely absurd.
It's like, dude, it's massive.
Yes, we
36
can see.
that time.
It's great for
Also,
road trips,
that's
too.
what she said.
Like, it's amazing for road trips.
For peeing in?
No, for like, this is the only thing I could drink one of these for like half of a road trip.
It's
But
pretty.
That liquid has to go somewhere, Bradley.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
only
the side of the road is for.
you pee when you get gas. I have like peed in bottles on road trips because I don't feel like stopping.
Also, side of
Chris,
the
what
road.
was your damage for that last one?
36.
Drink out of this thing.
36 more damage.
You
Yeah.
pee in stuff that you're just gonna throw away.
Brad, we're done. We're fighting robots now.
The second one goes down as Chris has dealt enough damage to it.
So who's up?
It is now the robot's turn again. There are only 2 left standing.
Wait, don't these guys have like 200 hit points, Grant?
What is that?
Don't these guys have like 200 hit points?
David's has 200 hit points. Or had 200 hit points. That is because as a steed, it functions slightly differently than the normal ones.
Guys, David just keeps getting more and more broken.
So
Yeah, why do people play characters that aren't paladins?
So there's the 2. One of them is going to strike at David's robot. Hits. David, you take, or your unit takes 26 points of damage, so you take 4 points of damage.
Is that already halved?
That is already halved.
I'm looking pretty bad, guys. I'm all the way down to 42.
Garv, one is going to strike at you, and it does not hit.
Cool.
It is now, Brad, it's your turn.
Yep. So I have a question on heat metal. Do I have to touch it? Because the way it's worded, it's either like I can touch it or I just have to look at it.
Heat metal in this circumstance, you you don't have to touch it.
Okay, and that's still 2d8 plus
Yep.
1d8 for every spell higher than 2, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'll do heat metal.
Okay.
And it's only one of them I can do, right?
Yes.
Pretty sure.
One metal object.
Cool. That was trying. That was bull crap. So I just rolled 3 1s in a row.
Oof.
Like, it gets 3 points of damage from heat metal. I rolled a D
Was that a
D8
third level spell?
as a 3rd level spell, and it only does 3 points right now.
It's feeling a little warm,
man.
though.
That's like me just going up and breathing on it.
Is that
the
one
heck?
that can continue, or is that just done?
It's a bonus action to reheat it. Basically,
Okay.
he can.
Okay.
It's still it's a concentration thing if he wants to keep it up for a minute. So
Yeah.
Oh, actually, by the way, my concentration thing faded because I'm down.
oh yeah, so David, you would be taking the full take another 3 points of damage.
Oh no. I'm
Cool.
down to 39.
Am I able to do anything else for my action? Because I get 2
Nope.
actions, right?
Nope.
No,
You get one
just
action just
one.
when you attack.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
actually, when you attack, you only get one attack.
So
Then that's my turn.
David, it's your turn.
Okay. Can Garv 2 talk?
No.
I understand, but I am disappointed.
Plus 1 point for normal Garv.
I'll go over and punch the one standing over by Daryl.
Okay. What's your attack?
Natural 1.
Okay. So you go forward to strike, and it collides. So I want you to roll damage, like you normally roll.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
the thing is, that natural 1 technically still would hit, but
Yep.
But it's a natural 1.
yeah. 26 damage.
Okay. This is you striking, correct?
Yeah.
Seemed like a low damage roll for your.
26?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually you're in the
I mean,
50s.
it's 60, 12 plus 12, man.
Oh, I forgot the plus 12. So what is that?
38.
38.
38 damage, yeah.
Okay. You strike and it collides, just dealing an incredible damage right across the chest of it. As you pull your arm back and you see sparks start flying off. As your arm just goes and it shuts down completely.
No!
Uh-oh.
Alright, well, my character's as good
You
as dead.
suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
That was bad.
I'm so sad.
We might be able to salvage it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and turn around and do a machete strike.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sad. Yeah, it hits.
Would I be able to cast Cure Wounds on his arm, or would that be an Arcana check?
Anything involving David's actual robotic arm, which it is in this case, is full Arcana check.
19 damage.
Okay, 19 more damage. This one is hurting, but it's still standing. Caleb, roll another saving throw.
Wait, I thought Garv 2 got to go after me.
Oh, right, Garv 2 does get to go after you. Caleb, still roll.
It's a success. I rolled
I want to cast Cure Wounds through Garv 2. On Daryl.
Okay. Who are you are you casting it on what?
On Daryl.
Okay.
Daryl.
Eight. It's 8 points of healing.
Okay. So Caleb, you're at 8. And you have your turn.
I do have a turn. Fancy. Okay. Am I right by all of them?
Yeah, except you do have Garv 2 standing in front of you, between you and the caretaker.
Okay. And so I'm not actually in melee with any of them.
No.
Okay. There's 2 left standing, is that right?
Yep.
And somebody, one of my allies, is in melee with both of them, right?
Yep.
All right. I am going to take a shot at one with my pistol.
Okay.
That is a natural fucking 20. About the only damn thing that would hit.
Which one are you shooting at? The one in front of Garv, or the wounded one closer to you?
The one closer to me.
Okay.
That does Are we doubling the dice or rolling twice?
Doubling the dice.
Okay. So 11 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, it's still standing.
Guys.
It's a good shot, but it's still standing.
I'm basically useless in combat unless I can do nifty things.
All right. Chris, wraps around to your turn.
The one nearest to David looks the most damaged at least.
Yeah, the one next to Garv has like a slightly warm bit on his arm.
I'll put a slug in the one next to Chainsaw then.
Okay.
And I didn't roll a nat 1, so it hits.
Hey.
I rolled really bad this time. Uh, 18.
Okay. Still standing.
We'll put another one in it then.
Got it.
And it hits.
Yep.
$27.
27. That second shot just takes it down completely as it scatters on the ground in just a pile of parts. The last one is standing and it's going to strike at Garv. Misses again. That is the second 2 it's gotten for a roll. The only number that it can roll to not miss besides a 1.
This is a weird fight. Like, it just tries to attack and then misses, so Garf tries to heat up its hand a little bit.
Brad, it's your turn.
Cool. Forget trying to heat it
Heat
up.
metal.
Okay.
Do heat metal.
Yeah, dude, get metal.
Heat
Okay,
metal.
wait a minute now. You used a 3rd level spell slot. It's only a bonus action to do it. Might as well do it.
Heat metal.
But then you can still attack it with your pistol with a
Yep.
action.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, do I just roll for the 3d8 again for it
Yeah,
for a
roll
bonus?
3d8 for heat metal.
Okay.
Wait, you don't have to roll the hit again?
No, not in this case.
That's great.
Cool. So that's 18,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna attack with my shotgun, which is only a 7, so it doesn't hit.
Okay. David, it's your turn.
I'll turn to Daryl and say, because my arm is dead, right? It's not like,
Your arm is dead. You have no use of it whatsoever.
okay. Is this
Can't even
similar to
lift
when huh?
You can't even lift it.
Is this similar to when, like, the operator shut down our body parts?
Basically.
Okay, can I turn to Daryl and say, like, hey, you have any idea how to get me up and moving again? Because I'm sort of out for the count.
I can see what I can do.
All right, well, because I can't really move because I did add a wrecking ball to my arm before, so I think...
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Let's see.
On my turn, I'll try and, like, temporary fix his arm.
Okay. Give me an Arcana roll if it's going to your turn. Chainsaw, you can do an attack for your Garv 2.
Sorry?
You can do an attack with Garv 2 if you want.
Yes, I do.
17, Grant?
17, is that using the repair kit?
Yeah.
Garv 2 got a natural 1.
Okay. Garv 2 just whiffs. And Caleb,
Yeah.
you're taking a look at Chainsaw's arm, and you're smart enough not to do any further permanent damage. You can tell that with time you can fix this, but it requires time. There is no temporary fix.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, Chainsaw. This is a bigger job.
Chris, it's your turn.
Wait, how many shells do I even have left? Oh, we stocked up pretty good. Okay, yeah, I'll put another shotgun shell in.
Okay. Make an attack.
All right. Three ones again, just like Brad did.
Yo, we suck at this game.
There was the one time where you rolled we rolled stupid high for simple things.
How it goes.
Pee break real quick.
Oh, okay. 18.
18 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have one more attack?
All right, let's try this again. $37.
37 more damage. This one is still standing. It's its turn. It's getting really frustrated, so it's going to try and strike again at Garv. That hits.
Make it cast heat metal.
And Garv, you take 21 points of damage.
Ooh, I'm unconscious.
And make a death saving throw, Brad. And David, it's your turn.
Okay.
That laugh doesn't sound good.
It fails if it's below 10, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I got 9.
Ah, that's just like a slap in the face.
Okay. So like holding my arm on the ground, I'll turn to Garv 2 and I'll be like, "All right, go help Daddy's friend," and I'll point to Garv 1, and I'll have Garv 2 walk over there.
Okay.
Because there's not much I can do right now.
Yep.
Because I can't cast spells without my superpowers, right?
You still have the ability to cast spells.
I do? I did not understand these spells. Okay, well, I'll cast Guiding Bolt at it then.
Okay. Basically, your arm is not where all of your arm is shut down, but your ability is not shut down.
Okay.
Yeah, he can still move around and shit, right?
Yeah.
David, did you hear that? David?
Huh?
You can still move around and shit.
Oh, I thought my arm was too heavy.
No, your arm is really freaking heavy, but you can still move. It's just like all of the mechanical parts of your arm, it's an extra 70 pounds on that side of your body.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to... I don't think the fight is going bad enough for me to be risking it. Alright, so Guiding Bolt does 1d6 plus... Sorry,
It does 4d6.
Guiding Bolt does 46?
Yeah, Yeah.
Guiding bolt is very good.
There's a reason why Pike Trickfoot uses it a whole bunch in Campaign 1 of Creating Role.
I haven't watched campaign 1.
Ah.
Hits and uh, 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. It's still standing. Caleb, it's your turn, I believe.
What about Garv 2?
Oh, wait, Garv 2. Yes, Garv 2's turn.
Garv 2 gonna smash.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Hits.
Okay.
And that is 2d12, is that correct?
Yep.
Plus what?
Plus 10.
Plus 10, so 22 points.
Okay. With this final sickening crunch, it punches into it as the last unit just kind of like stumbles around and then collapses on its back, completely just shattered.
So there's no more.
There's no more there.
Okay, I'll go over to Garv. And I'm gonna heal him for. How good of hit points do you have, Brad? In
34.
I'll heal him for 3d8.
Okay.
So much senseless robot on robot violence.
Get 21 back, Brad.
21? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I rolled very well. So is there anything else in there?
In where?
In the room that we were trying to go into originally.
So are you going through the hallway? There's a
Oh,
closed
no.
door.
Fix me up.
What?
Fix me up.
Right, fix you up. Right. I'm gonna try and take a little longer to look at David's arm. How long do I think it's gonna take to fix it?
About 15 minutes.
Does Brad have a higher arcana than you?
It's
Yeah.
really close.
I have
Um,
2 in Arcana.
I have plus 9 and then my plus 4, so 13.
Yeah, I'm plus 12. So, what if we move to a room we know to be safe-ish? Like, what if we go to that supply room? I can grab some more bombs, and or other things, and we'll heal you there.
What if we both try and do it at the same time?
Well, that would be helping, and that would just give you advantage, which is probably the thing to do. But it's still going to take a few minutes, and it seems like we should probably be holed up somewhere rather than just hanging around in a hallway.
Sounds good to me. We're going to do that.
All right.
Okay.
So you're going into kind of like a side room, basically. None of the doors here are really actually locked.
No, we're going back to the
The
Or you want
storage
all the
area
way
is
back?
pretty far from here.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay, I misunderstood. Yeah, we'll just go into a side room.
Okay. You go into a side room. There's nobody in there. This one is just kind of just like a small computer room with a couple working monitors. That's about it.
Okay, I unplug the computer.
Okay.
And then we go to start work on Chainsaw.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Give me-
help
Give me
Garv.
the rolls for Arcana.
Wait, I'm doing it?
Yeah.
And
'cause,
Caleb, you're helping.
I'm helping.
Then roll with advantage.
30. Wait, my bad, 20.
You rolled 7?
A natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your highest roll is a
With
7.
advantage?
Yeah.
With
Okay. David, your arm is functional, but not at the same power it was. Your damage is reduced to 2d12 plus 12.
You gotta keep working, Brad.
Can I try to improve it, or
You can spend another hour on it to try to improve it again.
Easy.
We're gonna take another hour for this, guys.
It's 6d12 plus 12.
We wasted a lot of time on other things. We can waste an hour on this.
I can punch the sun at full capacity.
All right. So, are we allowed to roll separate, Grant? Is that a thing?
I'll say in this case, yeah, you both can.
Okay. So we're taking an hour. Garv, you roll, and I'm also rolling. Neither of us with advantage.
34?
22. Wait, 34? That doesn't make any sense. You can't roll 34.
24, my bad.
24. Okay. 24 and 22.
24 and 22. Taking another hour, actually an hour and a half, you're able to completely restore Chainsaw's arm.
Okay. But he's back to 60, 12 plus 12.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that was scary, boys. All right, let's go back in there. Does that count as a rest?
Not only for Chris if he wants it to be.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I didn't use any of my spell slots, but like.
Hey, what makes a Horizon Walker a Horizon Walker?
Things in like regular Dungeons and Dragons that really don't matter that much here.
Cool.
I can detect a portal though. Hey, Grant, any portals nearby?
There are no portals nearby.
All right, I'll tell the group, guys. There's no portals in here.
You know,
Good
you keep
job,
mentioning
Aaron.
How far is
these
the distance
portals.
of your portal sensing?
Wait, what?
How far is the distance of your portal sensing?
It's a mile.
It's really far.
Is it? Play near detect portal.
Wait, so there's no portals in a mile?
Yeah.
Direction. Yeah, within 1 mile.
How tall is the building?
Okay. To be fair,
Very tall.
we now know that void is not a portal. That's technically something.
Do I heal any hit points from this rest?
You can if you want to
You
spend
can
hit
spend
dice.
some hit dice.
You might as well if you like want to.
Okay, so that's what the hit dice is. Okay. I heal up 7.
Nice. Good job, Chris.
Thanks. Anybody else have low HP before we keep going?
I mean, I'm not great, but like, you probably don't have all that many spell slots, right?
Where would I see the spell slots?
On your spell page.
Because I haven't used any since the last long rest.
How many do I have any sense of how healthy Garv 2 is?
How healthy Garv 2 is?
Yeah.
He's not in great condition. He's slightly below half his health.
Okay.
Wait, I've had a +5 attack modifier this whole time.
No, you have much higher than that.
Really?
For your spells.
I do not know how to read character sheets. That's my bad.
Okay, so are we going back out there and trying to figure out everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna heal myself for 1 more D8. Okay, that was 1.
All right. I am not as opposed to the explosives idea as I once was.
Cool. So let's strap some explosives to Garv 2 and blow this dumb robot up.
Okay, well, now that you called him dumb, I want an apology before I let you do that plan.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry.
Do I believe him?
Roll for it. Or roll deception.
Hey, that's a natural one.
You believe me so much right now.
All right, I trust you wholeheartedly.
Brings a tear to your eye how apologetic he was.
You actually feel a little guilty for like not believing him.
That's not true. I don't feel guilty.
If only I would have rolled a natural 20.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Strapping like 5
So-
bombs to
Okay,
Garv on.
let's be clear here. Did we see the operator or a bunch of server type computers in that central room?
Yeah, it was the servers.
No, you didn't.
We didn't?
You didn't see
Damn it.
anything. You saw that hallway led into a domed room. That's a huge domed room, probably about a half a mile long.
Oh.
I realized the size of that thing.
It's
Okay,
huge.
so guys, we need to rethink this plan. Or rather lack of plan.
Well, let's feel this out.
So the big bombs have a radius of 50 feet, roughly speaking.
I'll be right back. I'll let you guys think.
Okay, so half a mile is about 2,500 feet.
Right.
Somebody please tell me what my attack modifier is. Wait, I could. Whoa.
Okay,
All right.
so do you guys want to head into that room then and see what's in there?
I think
Let's
that's
have
what we have
Garv
to
do it.
Wait, no. Let's just go in there. If we see the operator or stuff that's clearly a server where he's probably kept, I will teleport there, blow things to shit, and then teleport back.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I trust Daryl wholeheartedly. Because again, I am still a little bit confused as to how many times I have switched teams.
Chris,
Yeah.
your attack modifier is plus 13 for your firearms.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, where would you see that?
You won't. I just did math that I
How do you know?
So your dexterity score is +7, and then you have expertise in firearms. So your proficiency, that's your proficiency modifier doubled. Okay, guys, guitar music's really like pretty and nice, but it's also very hard to talk. Okay.
That's the ukulele. Oh, that's a guitar. Never mind.
So yes, Chris, you're
Yeah.
At +7, +3, +3, so 13.
Wait, but what's the thing that says attack modifier next to my spells?
You're not gonna see. Oh, that's for if you do a spell attack.
I don't have any spell attacks.
That's fine. Just ignore it.
Okay.
You don't have any spells?
Nope. That's not what he said.
No, I've got
We're not-
spells. It's just-
Chris, what's your hit
Yes,
die?
He has spells, just not ones to attack.
What? No,
with.
I do have spell attack. I've got one.
What is it?
Hunter's Mark.
That's
What
not a
is it,
spell
Chris?
attack. Hunters. Okay.
That sounds like a cool spell attack. Chris, what's it do?
One Kriya plus one d6
Okay, what are you
damage
guys
from my
doing?
weapon.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're gonna go in the room. Daryl's gonna teleport to where to some servers if we see any servers, and we're gonna blow stuff up.
Daryl's gonna what?
We're gonna go into the room. If we
Okay.
see servers or the operator, Daryl's gonna teleport there, drop some big boys, and jump out.
Okay. So you're going into the room? Who's going
Oh,
into
yeah.
the room?
We're all going in the room. We're
Okay.
done with caution.
You all go forward through this hallway. The hallway itself is probably about a quarter to a little less than a quarter of a mile long as it just goes way in as you look around seeing all those lights off in the distance. Give me a perception roll as to those lights now that you can look at them more clearly.
Natural 20.
Okay.
I rolled an 8. I don't have my sheet up right now because I'm creating another sheet for other characters.
I rolled 25.
Okay.
Grant, did you hear about Chris's cool spell attack?
Oh my gosh.
Guys, no.
Chris, what did you roll for perception? Did you roll perception?
14.
14. All right. Daryl and Chainsaw, you look forward off on these lights on the side, and you see that these are almost illuminated chambers. You see what appear to be small living figures kind of twisting around in them very slowly. Cords and tubes attached to these beings inside of them.
Do they look humanoid?
They look humanoid.
Damn, whatever that is fucked up.
You're probably correct.
Is that all we see?
That's what you guys see. You see that there are figures. Those lights were not tech lights. They were lights of chambers, pods filled with some liquid with living humanoid figures inside.
So we've got like people floating in Bacta with wires coming off them.
Yep.
Great.
Turn to Daryl and
Are you
say, like,
continuing forward further?
I'll ask Daryl that same question.
Hey guys, that's cool.
Do we see anything coming up?
Just the entrance to the large spherical chamber. What were you going to ask Chainsaw to Daryl?
I was just going to say, like, you think we should leave these people in here, or are they people? But I'm so confused at this point.
Sorry, guys, I missed that. Were you
Oh,
talking?
Chainsaw is talking to Daryl, and he's basically saying, like, your judgment call, do we leave these guys in there, or do you want me to use the old can opener?
See, so you can't do it from the angle that you're at, because inside of these hallways, that it's like a ways out. You're able to view this from the glass, but it leads out sort of into this abyss first.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. No, we gotta just proceed, I think.
Okay.
You see, so you see them kind of like sprawling out. So imagine like you're in the donut shape, right?
Right.
Just inside of the donut shape is this massive sphere.
Right.
This massive sphere, because of the size of this facility, is still about like 1.5 miles long.
Okay.
All
That's
around
real
the
big.
edges, it's several million of these little chambers.
Several million?
Several million.
Wait, okay, so there's more people here than we thought by a few million.
And then as you go down this hallway, there are, it leads to the interior spherical chamber, which you can't actually see inside of.
Okay, here's a spooky, scary thought. What if somehow all of these human beings are linked together to form a giant, like, organic computer matrix, and they are the operator?
That seems harder to blow up the server at that point.
Yes. It does.
Do you have any reason to believe that other than a guess?
This guy named Caleb knows this guy named Grant.
Are you guys continuing forward? What are you doing?
Yes, we're continuing forward.
I'm gonna keep walking. I have no idea what's going on.
Any
so-
decisions you make after you make it past nearly, you're like moving right up to the door. It took you a few minutes to walk there, as it's about a quarter mile. Is there anything you want to do before you go through that door?
I'm gonna heal myself again for a D8. That was another 1 hit point.
Okay.
God, I'm useless.
Let's do it. Grip it and rip it.
Oh, I ripped one just a few minutes ago.
You're stepping through?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wait, before we step through, I want to cast Healing Spirit.
Okay.
Ooh, what's that?
Is that an attack spell, Chris?
Chris, you're muted.
There we go. Everybody heals for 1d6.
Do we roll or does Chris roll?
Chris should roll for this.
All right.
You guys all heal 4.
Hey.
Cool.
You're welcome.
I'm back to max.
God.
That is a level 2 spell. Haha.
Are you guys stepping through?
Yes.
Grant, you missed when you went on a break. Chris learned all about the magic of spell slots. He's
I
very
also
proud.
learned that I've been doing way less damage than I should have been, but that's okay.
All right, yes, we're going through, and we're in serious mode.
You step into this room as it's a sight to behold. There's this massive catwalk surrounding. In the top center, this hanging globe of just what appears to be a computer core screen surrounding the entire thing.
Okay, we're blowing that up.
The outside, around it, are a few more of those chambers. Standing in front of you, you see the operator sitting in a chair, leading kind of out on this almost like small overlook of this platform. Overlook of the core. It's this comfortable red chair that he is sitting in. Inside of here, it's just this balcony that leads out, looking out. As you have about 25, 30 feet of space just to move around here to reach the operator where he's sitting. It's not the scariest part, though, because standing next to the operator is Daryl and Garv and Aaron. You all see yourselves standing right next to him. The operator looks at you, says, "Good evening. You've made it a lot further than I ever expected you to. You've done a lot more than I thought you were capable of. But this is where your journey ends. I ask you now, for the sake of you and everyone else here, to go back to your rooms and to stop this nonsense. You are endangering the lives of so many people here. And not just yourselves and emotions, but your brothers as well."
Wait, are they cloning us? Are they cloning the entire human race to repopulate the Earth?
That's pretty cool.
What are you guys going to do?
I say let's attack.
Give me a moment. I need to plan an attack. I might be able to
Killing
do
the
something
operator
real
then?
cool. Yeah, we're killing him.
Does anybody have like charm person or something? Because I would love to have those clones on our side.
That'd be cool.
I can use friends, but I think it's one person, right?
So Grant, is there a chainsaw over there too?
No.
Okay. Let's get another Garv.
Okay, let's see here. Can I set up a nomadic anchor before we start combat?
You would have to do a nomadic anchor on your turn.
Damn. Okay, what are the chances you guys can let me do 2 turns worth of stuff before anything happens?
Like any combat happens?
Is that really like our choice?
Okay, how
I
far
mean, we
away?
can roleplay it. We could try talking to him, distracting
Yeah,
him.
I want to try talking to the operator long enough to get Daryl to do whatever he's doing.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
new plan.
I'm gonna telepathically communicate that to them.
Okay. So what are you guys talking about?
Chris?
Why do you want us to go back to our room so badly?
Well, you've caused a lot of destruction. And if you leave, the air is poisonous, and it will kill every single person in this facility if they are let out.
You see, operator, with all due respect, I know that you're at least kind of lying because you said I would die from that. And like, I breathed in some of that air and I'm still, you know?
You are fine.
Can I have set up a nomadic anchor by now?
What is that?
Can I have set up a nomadic anchor?
Yeah,
Cool.
Good job, Chris.
but I will tell you this. And you had better believe this is the truth. If you kill me, if you leave this place, every single door in this entire facility will open. The air will enter every single person's lungs. And while you are correct, not everyone will die. You will kill millions and millions of people. I have wired myself into the core. I
How
am.
far away are they, Grant?
What?
How far away are they?
35 feet.
35 feet? Okay. I'm going to telepathically tell them that when I give them the signal, or when they see me over there, run.
You bringing up some good points, though.
What?
The operator has good points again, though, because Grant's really good at making moral dilemmas.
Okay. I do things. Okay. I am going to use there and back again.
Are you doing that right now?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't particularly care to hear him out. I don't trust the son of a bitch.
All right.
And I'm gonna teleport. I'm gonna teleport to him, move up, and arm just as many charges as I can. Do you want me to roll something for this?
I want you to roll for arming charges.
Yeah.
We're just going to say this is a dexterity roll.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
Didn't we use Arcana before?
It's going to be both dexterity and arcana. I'm doing you dexterity first to see how many you can basically pull out.
Okay.
Nat 1.
No, it's not a nat 1. It's a funky looking 7.
Okay. So you teleport over
Mm-hmm.
and you grab a charge and you drop it on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this pause as one of the basically the clone of yourself grabs onto you tightly around your entire body, holding you in place.
I teleport back.
And that doesn't work.
Bye, Daryl.
We all see this happen, correct?
Yep.
I telepathically tell them, just shoot the charge.
Chris, you got a gun.
Aaron?
I want to try to get the drop on fake Daryl and shoot fake Daryl.
No.
Okay,
Shoot
think about this.
Shoot
Fake
the
Daryl.
bomb.
Fake Daryl probably has the same hit points as real Daryl, so it'll probably.
You make a good point, but also shoot the bomb.
Is he in shotgun range?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll try to get the drop on fake Daryl.
How are you shooting him with a shotgun and not shooting me?
If you're shooting the shotgun, you're very likely gonna hit both Daryl and fake Daryl.
That's a good point. I'll shoot the pistol.
All right, you make a shot.
Nat 20 to hit.
All right. There you don't really have to roll for it, just because the amount of damage you're going to be dealing is just going to kill fake Daryl.
Oh, okay.
So
Save some time.
this entire thing plays out as the operator is saying, "Fine, I am wired in to this complex," and the machine itself, as Daryl teleports over, drops the charge, is grabbed, and Aaron, without thinking, draws a gun and fires and kills the other Daryl. And the operator at that time looks down and says, "You don't want to do this."
I already did.
What are you guys doing?
Seeing that I'm now not held again, I would like to arm as many charges as I damn well can. So actually take that back. I'm gonna arm one charge and leave the bag of explosives there.
All right. So you start immediately pulling out another charge that happens.
Got it. Yeah. Sorry, I just conquered the fly in here.
As the operator pulls out a gun and shoots you in the side of the head.
Bye, Daryl.
All over on the ground.
Wait. What was the roll to hit?
29.
Fuck. Never mind.
Rick Daryl, I'll shoot the charges.
Wait, no. I have a different thing. I can do. Wait.
Does it come back from the dead?
Okay, yes. Okay, I use memory of 1,000 steps when, as a reaction, when hit by an attack, I can teleport away, causing the attack to miss. I teleport to an empty space that I had occupied since the start of my last turn. I teleport back.
Your last turn
Nope.
was right there, wasn't it?
No, my at the start of my last turn, I was standing with the rest of these guys.
Okay.
Yeah, remember he was setting his nomadic anchor for that turn.
But then he teleported there, was grappled. Like, a lot of stuff happened over there.
That's true.
Okay, I'll accept it no matter what. I'll accept it either way, but that's what I would like to try and do if you accept it.
I'm considering that enough stuff happened in that period of time because you were grappled. You did try to set a charge.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
That I'm considering that you were just shot.
Bye, Daryl.
Am I dead?
You're unconscious.
Okay.
I'm getting shot
Stop
in
the
head.
charges.
All right, I'll shoot the charges.
All right, Chris, roll for it.
Um, uh, 12 plus 14 is
Yeah, that's gonna
28.
hit.
Okay.
And run the hell. Run the hell. Run.
I guess damage doesn't matter.
Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm assuming that's except me.
Yep.
9.
Do I still have Brad's bardic inspiration from before?
Yep.
18.
Sick. I'll use it. $21.
It was such a fast sequence of events that as Daryl is shot, you immediately just pull out your gun one more time and fire, hitting the explosive on the ground. Everything, as you immediately turn around to try and run away from the explosion, everything becomes a very, very strong white flash. So you hear the sound of rubble, you hear the sound of crashing, as all of the other explosives are going off within the container. There's silence for a few minutes. I would like everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw.
And I assume with the exception to me.
Yes, with the exception of you.
15.
21.
Uh, 18.
Okay. Chainsaw. You're the only person that stands up in this rubble. You're looking around and you see this entire room like filled, just kind of trickling down the liquid from the sides as this entire sphere has been burst open into the other one. The entire bottom of this place is completely obliterated. You see the broken body of Garv and Aaron on the sides. They are alive.
Guys, can you mute yourself, please?
You see the broken bodies of Aaron and Garv on the sides. They're still breathing sporadically, but they're there. You can't see Daryl. You see the ruined, mangled body of the operator laying on the ground. One of his arms is missing, both of his legs are missing. As his head, you can see the electronics exposed out of the side. You made a mistake. You've killed so many people. It shouldn't have ended this way. It shouldn't have ended this way. As the light fades from the operator's eyes, you see the entire remainder of this interior of the facility, all of the leftover blue lights and everything flicker and die. As
What's all
power
that
goes
garbly
completely
stuff?
off. What?
What's all that garbly stuff?
Garbly stuff?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Is it just me? Okay, maybe it's just me.
Are you hearing something?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so the entire area is just like the lights flicker and switch to an emergency lighting mode as it's a much dimmer light with some red. Chainsaw, you're looking around at the destruction here. And it's a lot. It's a lot. What do you want to do?
All kind of overwhelmed. I'm gonna punch the body of the operator.
Okay.
Mostly out of frustration. Then I'll go over and I'll cast Cure Wounds on. So Daryl's nowhere to be seen.
Daryl's nowhere to be seen.
Okay, I'll cast it on Aaron.
Okay.
And then
Aaron, you're healed up. While you're healed, your body is really, really wrecked. Basically, your right arm is missing right up to nearly the shoulder blade. It's your mechanical arm, but it's mostly gone. Your rest of your body is really, really scratched up, torn. Your other arm, still your flesh and bone one, is broken.
And then I'll use my last second level spell to do another Cure Wounds on Garv.
All right.
Is Garv 2 around by chance?
Garv 2 is in pieces. Garv, you're back. Your body is damaged as you have a few pieces of jagged metal sticking through your torso. Your limbs are okay, but one of your legs is broken. Aside from that, you're okay.
We won.
We won, but did we do the right thing?
Daryl, you wake up. You look around. You look at your hands. You're okay. You're in a room. You're in one of the rooms. There's no humming. You're dressed in your entry clothes. And the door is open. You're hearing the voices of many, many other people waking up. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, my bad. 15. 17 minus 2.
Okay. You take a minute and you try and breathe, and it's hard. It's hard to breathe, but you power through it. You feel your breath again. You remember everything. You remember the bomb going off. You remember just in your very last waking moments of your semi-consciousness before you were finally killed by the operator. You wonder where Garv and Aaron and Chainsaw are. But you're breathing. You're stable. You peer out through your doorway, and you see people running around. No one that you really recognize. You see some of those people fall on the ground, gasp for air. They're choking, they're dying. You see some of the other ones wonder what's going on. Is they're still breathing okay. You look around a corner and you see that more people are showing up from around here. From this floor in particular. As time goes on, you're moving forward. You're looking around as you start talking with a few of the leftover people that are here. About
I actually don't want to talk to people. I want to find an elevator and go down.
Okay. Are you going to try and go down to that bottom floor again?
Yeah.
All right. You make it over to the elevator. People are panicking. Some of them try and get in along with you. Do you let them?
No.
Okay. You push them off, and you move all the way down. You enter that combination that you know, and you open the door. And you see, just kind of outside of that area, it's complete, just a mess of things. But in the distance, you see Aaron and Garvin Chainsaw all standing.
I run towards them.
Okay.
You guys are alive.
Are you?
We saw you die.
Guys, did we all die in that fight?
Daryl died, but
I miss
might-
Daryl.
What? I guess I was there, and then I was just back in my room.
You weren't there.
Let's think about what we saw the operator with.
You're
I
the clone.
think the Daryl that we knew is dead. I think this is a new Daryl.
But I remember. I remember all of it.
We lost Garv too, but we gained Daryl too.
Wow. I don't understand. I guess this is what it feels like to be a clone.
What was happening up there?
Everybody woke up. We did it, guys.
Did people die?
I wish I could say no, but so many people are awake. They're not just in stupor anymore. They're more alive than they were.
I wish they had a choice in that.
I'm sorry, Chainsaw. I know that was
Where are you guys
very
going?
hard for you.
Is this area look unstable? Like,
This area is heavily damaged, pretty unstable. The entire area has been blown open from the top down, so you can actually look up in the central area and see that massive, basically where every single window of the rooms look out.
okay.
It's all open air now. You can see the faint, like pinprick of light where your bomb from last session went off. That broke through this area. The ceiling around here appears to be unstable and cracking in some areas as it was a lot of explosives.
All right, let's go to ZZ.
ZZ?
Yeah.
As you're on the elevator moving up to ZZ, I would like everybody to roll a d12.
1.
2.
3.
We suck at this.
What did you get, Chris?
Weird looking 7.
Okay.
You're supposed to go to 4.
In this case, lower is better.
Yo, we're so good at this.
Out of the 58 million people, 7 million die. All of the additional clones are dead. As you move up to the ZZ level, every single one of these rooms is open, but you can see a few other people have made it to the top level as well. You see a few of yourselves. You see some Aarons, you see some Garvs, you see some Daryl's Chainsaw. You don't see any other copies of yourself. It's just you. People are making it up to the surface. People are breaking through, exiting the place. You step out into the open air for the first time as you see trees all scattered along in the distance. It's close to sunset at this point. You hear birds. You see life for the first time. As you start traveling down, you see off in the distance there's some plumes of what appear to be smoke from some makeshift chimneys and some makeshift camps. You're looking around, you look back at the massive building behind you, and you see the last moments of this sputtering, of this slightly tinged greenish air rising from the surface of the facility that comes to a stop. You look out and you realize that while you did stop the air from poisoning everything, it's still going to be hard. It's going to take years for it to exit out of the atmosphere, but soon enough, people's lives will once again become normal. You're looking out amongst the copies of yourself and you're wondering what this really was, what it was really all about. How much the world has changed, how much you've missed. What life is really going to be like now. You take a look around one last time at the people exiting around. I'd like everybody to give me a perception roll.
Natural 20.
14.
17.
Oh, actually 16. No, gosh, words. 14 plus 6 is 20.
22.
Okay. You're looking around this entire area as you see more and more people just start streaming out of this place. You're seeing those copies of yourself. Chainsaw. You see someone that looks a whole lot like the operator step out. And this figure looks over at you and walks up to you. But this isn't really the same person. While the operator is old, this person appears older, a little bit more wounded. He approaches you and he says, Were you the ones that did this?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry. I never expected anything to go like this. Never expected it to be like this.
Did you make the operator?
What?
Did you make the operator?
I was one of the scientists, yes.
You're gonna punch him.
Okay.
Which arm?
Are you doing it with your fist?
Yeah.
All right. You punch him. Straight up kills him.
Yeah.
You look down. You look at the body, and you see that this is the first step to starting in a new world. This was very likely the last surviving scientist. As everyone else, they're younger, they're cleaner. There's copies of you slowly moving about. And as everyone is finally exiting from this place for the last time, moving down to the populated areas, it's time for the world to rebuild. And you're going to be the first people to do it. And that is where our game ends.
It's a great one-shot, Grant.
Thank you.
It was very
I
good.
think that could have been a one-shot if we weren't retarded.
This is correct.
We are pretty retarded.
We certainly wouldn't have gotten as much cool stuff as we did.
That's true.
Yeah.
We did get some cool stuff.
Yeah, do we have all our weapons and stuff still on us?
Everyone has their stuff but Daryl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dad.
Wow.
Grant, if we had gone back to sleep, eventually, would the operator have repopulated the Earth?
Yes.
Really? You
Yep.
would have. Was that what we were supposed to do?
So my goal was to create a series of options for you guys to pursue. One of the interesting things is in session 1, if you actually investigated further of the dead bodies that there were, you would find that one of them was a clone of one of yourselves.
Gotcha.
That does explain the note from Daryl that we found in session 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were there other people in there, or was it just all clones of us?
So the way it worked is each floor had a single copy of each of you.
Okay.
So altogether, there were probably how many people did I say there were per floor?
I don't remember.
There's like 100,000 plus unique people.
Were there women in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
The aftermath would have been way worse.
Wait, why were there no chainsaws then?
Because I'm a baby. I'm new.
Because he was new. That was the goal of one of the goals of the operator was simply to have bring in new people, so there had to be less clones.
Did the clones all have superpowers?
Not all the clones had superpowers. You were actually you were a selection of the people that were able to get out previously. And basically because of your kind of tech modifications, it's what provided you your abilities. So there were a few thousand people like you, but it is still a very small percentage of the population.
So we're oh gosh, what was I saying? Were we the originals of us, or?
No, you were not.
I was, right?
You were the original of yourself.
Oh, that explains all of the videos that we found of
Wait,
us when we were children.
that means there was 3 of me?
No. So
There's a lot
there were
more
3
than
videos
3 of you.
of you in particular. Not all of you had the same names. You were all named differently as each clone was named individually.
Really?
Okay.
If you went down some other random person's like video path, there's a chance you could have found another copy of yourself. Just with a different name.
Wait, so each clone is raised from being a baby clone?
Yep.
Oh,
Aw.
Geonosis. Or
Camino.
I know. I realized I said the wrong thing right away.
I know.
Well done, Grant. That was great.
yeah.
Ew.
Why did our tablets malfunction? Why did we wake up?
So you woke up because of the previous group that you were like mainly originally a part of, the rebellion that Aaron and Garb and Daryl were all part of a few hundred years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Basically you tried to do the same thing you did now.
Okay.
You were just less successful, but you did create essentially a leak in the power supply that sporadically woke people up. And so that's also why there's other bodies around that are younger than other ones,
Right.
because you were the next group of people to wake up. There was another group that I wrote down because I didn't have stuff for every floor specifically, but like on floor, where was it? Floor 3FF210. Like if you're in those kind of like specific areas, or it was like the FF floor in particular, you would have found some bodies that are like weeks old.
Right. Cool.
Yep.
Wait, so it
there-
turned out that like we should have just listened to the operator and we just killed 5 million people just cause?
Not necessarily. I mean, we did save the Earth like hundreds of years of this pollution.
And how many people were on the surface of the Earth?
People left over on the surface of the Earth, there are probably about 7 million people left.
Okay.
Well,
That's a 1-for-1 trade in my mind. I don't know that that's necessarily the best. It's a moral dilemma, but
you
I don't
still
know.
managed to wake up 51 million people without them dying.
And
big
there's
deal.
And it could have been a lot worse.
But I mean, also like there's a lot of fallout that we have to consider. Like I assume the operator, as terrible as they were, like would have had a plan to start releasing people. We just multiplied the number of people on Earth by 6 with no sort of plan and no, you know what I mean? Like I'm not saying it was the wrong thing. I'm just saying like this world is far from out of the woods because apocalypse did happen, and like we don't know that like the wildlife on Earth is ready to sustain a population of humans that size, or the ground is good for agriculture. Like, and are we going to ask all the people to be vegetarians? Because if not, then we're going to start running into some serious issues with just supply of meat.
I think we could find some worms.
There is protein in worms.
Protein and worms.
And also a bunch of bugs.
But that's the thing, like, is that the actual solution? Are we actually saying that we're going to build a society with a diet primarily consisting of radioactive cockroaches? Like,
So the radiation in this world is long, like it is gone.
sure.
Like as a parent, was it like 700 plus years have passed?
right.
like everything is really, really overgrown.
Right, but that's
Nature
not
completely redominated the earth. But
that's not long enough for like elk to suddenly be able to breathe poison.
no. But the important thing is the type of basically. So the warfare was more of a chemical warfare in this case. It was not completely nuclear warfare, because the main reason that you were basically put into the Promise program in the first place was because life was no longer sustainable for the families because it actually inhibited their intelligence.
Right.
It was a specifically human curated disease.
Gotcha.
Just
Okay.
like the coronavirus.
Hey, that's tigers too. Okay. Well done, Grant. I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
Very well thought out.
All right, someone else run up some game next week.
I actually might be down.
All right.
Sweet.
I know enough about 5e to DM.
Really?
Huh?
Yeah.
Chris just learned about spell attack, so he's pretty much ready.
Yeah.
I'm writing one now, but it's not
Make all of your character sheets in
near
crayon.
yet.
Well, this is just me, but I'm super down. Even if there's a game or not, like next week or whatever, we still should just hang out or something, or just talk.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Cool. We can watch a movie over Grant's computer.
Hey, we
I'll
finished
see-
iRobot.
I'll see if I can make something I'm actually proud of in a week.
And even
Or
if it's
even
not,
better,
run it
something you
anyway.
aren't proud of, and we can just make it worse.
I mean, it'll have room to dick around in, but yeah.
If it doesn't,
I have been thinking of an idea for a one shot, but like I said, I don't really know that much about D&D. So if you guys would be on board to like,
We are the perfect people to test out that game because we're not
Yeah.
pigs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I got to start somewhere, and I feel like DMing would be like something that I could be good at.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like you're gonna have to DM in 2 years, anyways.
That's true.
That is,
Do you want to do that before me, Chris?
Huh?
Do you want to do that before me?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, you go first, so I have more time to plan and learn
Sure.
about D&D.
All right.
Question
I mean-
for you, Brad. Does
What?
this
We have a
count
version of the
as-
player's handbook for 5th edition.
Hmm?
Because I can just send you a file of the player's handbook or DM's guide or something if you just want a copy of that to be able to like look over or read.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I mean, the campaign that I have, like, that I've been thinking about, there wouldn't be that many, like, monster fights or anything, so, like, there wouldn't be that many things to interact with 5e. Well, I guess combat-wise, at least, but